Hey all, Tony Bing here, hello and welcome back to a first impressions video with a twist. So we don't have any character packs that I need to buy and I'm very grateful for that. This character, legendary character, Invisible Woman. So I've got her unlocked nice and easy now. The campaign, I was able to auto all 5 of the nodes, so I don't really see any value in putting a video up on that for that reason. You don't need any tactics. If you've got a semi-decent Sinister 6 team, hit auto, go away, come back, and the stages should be complete. But in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to open some red star orbs. Now, I've been told if you open them before you've unlocked the character, sometimes you get better luck as an incentive to actually unlock the character. So we're going to test that out. I reckon I'll open about 11 of them. Once we've done that, we'll then level her up, we'll have a look at her traits, her stats, we'll check out her abilities and I'll let you know how high you should level them. And then once we've done that, for anyone that's not got her unlocked, we'll show off some of her animations. And then just to finish off, we'll go up against Ultimus and Nexus 5.9 with the full Fantastic Four team. So it's going to be awesome to try out the full team at last. So let's jump in and get the red star orbs opened first. Currently I have 21 of the red star orbs. I want to save some for Coulson because he looks, for use of a better word, he looks to be broken in war defence. So if you can get a high red star in him, then that's it. Your alliance is really going to like that. But for Sue, it's just the 11 we'll be opening here. So let's dive in. There's a 4-star Gamora. That's pretty nice actually. What was that before? Well, that's a duplicate actually. Oh well, gives me some tokens. Another purple here, 4-star. I wonder if that is correct then, the whole don't unlock the character, get the red stars first and they maybe give you decent ones as an incentive. So that'll be 20% extra stats for it anyway, which is a substantial amount. Let's see if I've used all my luck at the start there. I probably have with 2 purples. Yeah, it's going to be greens from here on out probably. Let's see, not too bothered though to be honest. Getting the 4 stars really nice, you'll really benefit from the stats. There we go, and there's a free. Now recently I opened about 15 red stars on Graviton who I had unlocked and I didn't get a single red star for him. Whereas Invisible Woman, who I don't have any for, I've got a 4 and a free. Yes, it's highly anecdotal and it's just my experience, but maybe there's something into it. Going forward I'll open them this way. There's a free for Black Widow. That's an upgrade from 2 to 3. And let's just open one more here. There we go. 1-star Rhino. So let's check out what we got there. So, not actually that great to be honest. The 4-star Sue's definitely nice. Then you get 2-star for America Chavez and 3 for Black Widow. But let's go in and get Sue Storm unlocked now. Before I go in and actually rank her up then, we'll have a quick look at her stats and also traits. So traits, the easy one, it's Hero, Cosmic, Bio, Protector, Fantastic Four and Marvel 80th. With the Cosmic, you've got the option of placing her next to Thanos for some energy and raids, so that could be interesting, and of course the Fantastic Four is probably the most important tag there. Stat wise, they're already been punched into the spreadsheet. Health comes out at an A, that's really nice, and she does need that because her barrier, which is essentially a bit like a heal, is based off her health. You then have damage, which is an E, but that's not a problem at all. Her armour is an E, but she's got the high health to kind of offshoot that. You've then got focus, comes in at 100, so that's an A rating. That's really nice, high focus there. Resistance is 83, so that would be a B. And then finally you've got a speed, which is 105, so that comes in at a C rating. That's very much middle of the road. But let's get her recruited here. There we go, 4 red stars activating straight away. I'm going to take her up to level 60 for now, and we'll see how we got on with that. I've got a not bad amount of gold. I'm saving it up just for when as a milestone character. I essentially don't really spend it if we don't have a milestone character active. That's the level we're going to take her to. At the moment we have this bug where she's using the wrong gear. I don't know what's actually going to happen with that, but the gear she's using is gear that is far more plentiful and easy to get than the other characters. So personally I'm just going to go all in and I'm actually going to rank her up, because I don't see in any way that Foxniks are actually going to remove gear from people. I'd be very surprised, and there'll be a massive amount of uproar if that does happen. So I'm just going to go all in and we'll see how high we can take her. So let's just edit past this part. So I've managed to get her up to gear tier 10, which is really decent recently with all the characters that have been coming out. An awful lot of them have required the same gear, and I've been stalling around about tier 7, so to hit tier 10 is nice, but we just need to wait and see what actually happens with the gear now. So I've also took her up to level 65 as well. If I quickly show off her health, 94,000 it is sitting at, which is really pretty amazing for 5-star. Yes, admittedly 4 of them are red stars. Let's now look at her abilities anyway. I had a quick look at these and it looks like all of her abilities will probably require being maxed out with tier 4, which is pretty crazy. So the basic is Cosmic Rays. This one at level 6, you attack primary target for 250% damage, barrier self for 5% of this character's max health. So let's just say currently our health it's just shy of 100,000, so that would be 5,000 barrier. If you max it out, you're doing 290% damage to a single target, and then you're getting an extra 5% barrier. So you're looking at every time you use the basic, you're getting a barrier around about 10,000, so that's pretty nice. Our special is Bending Light, looks to be really strong. So this one here, 4 turns to charge, and you can use it turn number 1. Still quite undecided if you want to use this or the ultimate first. I'm thinking possibly the ultimate. But this one here, so you clear 2 negative effects from 3 most injured allies, apply stealth to 3 most injured allies, apply defense up for 2 turns to self and all allies. And you'll notice that's not specific to Fantastic Four characters, so hopefully we can get a bit of fairy crafting if we're dropping into other teams. But also with this, you clear stealth from highest health ally and apply free deflect and immunity for 2 turns to the highest health ally, and you clear stealth from all enemies. So when Thing first came out, a lot of people were asking why can you not taunt. This is why. Invisible Woman will actually make the other characters go invisible, and then Thing with the highest health will be the character that's actually available to be targeted. So if you were to max this out, you would clear 2 negative effects from self and all allies, and you apply stealth to self and all allies. So this is a must have, because otherwise when you cast it there'll be 2 characters that have the equivalent of a taunt on them because they're not stealthed up, and one of them could be a character with low health. So this feels like a mandatory upgrade, and the skill doesn't work properly unless you actually max this out. We then have the ultimate, Psionic Shield. So this one is 6 turns to charge, comes fully charged. You apply a fence down for 2 turns to 3 random enemies, and you barrier all allies for 30% of this character's max health, which is absolutely huge when you look at the health pool she's got. If you max it out, you apply a fence down for 2 turns to all enemies, so you really are wanting to do that, otherwise with 3 random enemies it might not be the ones you actually want to hit. And if you're in certain nodes like Raid, where you have a lot of characters, you can have up to 10. There's a big difference between hitting 3 random enemies and hitting all of them. That's an additional 7 characters you're actually applying the fence down to. With this as well, 10% of this character's max health is barrier, so if you were to max that out with the current stats I have, which aren't that amazing, that would be 40,000 barrier you would actually get on all allies, which is absolutely crazy. Now, just to finish up, the passive Hard Light. So there's a lot going on here. When an enemy attacks a Fantastic Four ally with barrier, and they should have that up for a pretty high uptime, attack that enemy for 200% damage. So that will add up those attacks, but bear in mind her damage stat was low. I think it was down at an E. Also with this, you gain 10% max health, and Fantastic Four Namor allies gain 10% max health as well. If you max it out, she gets an additional 50% damage when a Fantastic Four ally with barrier is attacked, and then you get an extra 10% health for Fantastic Four and Namor as well. So yeah, that looks like that's another one you want to max out. So across the board, it looks like every ability you want to add tier 4s to. Some of them look like almost half an ability, and an ability that's not working correctly without the tier 4s, and that's a little bit disappointing. I don't mind if an ability gets more powerful, but if an ability to actually not really work correctly, unless you invest in them, it feels like you're forced to actually do it. But that's all her abilities and 36,000 power she's at there. So let's now jump in and show off her animations. Okay, here we go. I like how she phases in at the start there. That looks pretty awesome. Ability wise, we'll start off with the one with the highest cooldown, so there's a chance we may see it twice. This one I believe looks pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty awesome looking. 30,000 barrier, increasing our health pool essentially by that much. That's insane. That's a huge amount, it really is. That's going to be on every character, and we can get it even higher if we were to max out the passive. So we've now got clearing the negative effects from himself. It's not really going to applying the stealth. This is pretty useless when she's on her own, but let's show off the animation anyway. There we go. Gives her the buffs, I suppose, but definitely not a skill setup to show off when she's on her own. Let's go for this here. Let's see the animation. That's pretty nice, like the explosion there. And you can see because she used that, she's regaining the barrier as well. Then was that the counter attack actually? So she counts as one of the allies with the barrier for the counter attack. And she's going to have barrier this whole match. So anyone that attacks her, then I believe that's nice. Wow, look at that. That was amazing, that animation. So let's see. I'm pretty sure anyone that attacks her is going to get an attack back. Yeah, there we go. You can see it proccing, I think, Loyalist is saying there to confirm it. I really liked that finishing animation a moment ago. That looked absolutely amazing. Which looks to be... I know I'm just having a little quick look here, but I think there's a whole lot of potential here looking at her abilities and then seeing how she's actually operating here as well. The amount of barrier she generates is incredible. It's a huge amount. You add in that offence down, so the enemies are doing half damage, and then she's giving her allies round about, don't know, with max 7 stars, she could be giving her allies about 80,000 barrier or something. Wow. That would be amazing. But there we go, that's all our animations. They look pretty nice there. The finishing animation on the basic especially was awesome. So let's go in and go up against Ultimus in Nexus 5.9, and I've got a feeling we're going to absolutely annihilate him. So this is a team I'm going to use to go into smash Ultimus. Unfortunately, team power's not really that high, just shy of 150,000, but it's awesome to have all 5 of the characters at last, and I'm pretty sure with all the synergies they have, they're going to be amazing. So here we go. So I'm just going to keep it on ×1 again here, because it's a lot of new characters we've got. And to be honest, it's pretty awesome to have the full Fantastic Four team, so I want to see them all working together. We've got the puny Hulk there next to Thing. Hopefully they change the size of him. Okay, get that out of the way, that's the boring parts. So starting off here, I believe we're actually better... Yeah, we're better using the basic turn number 1, so I don't have this maxed out, which means I don't get a fence up for 2 turns, which means it won't affect the ultimate. So turn number 1, I'm actually going for the basic. That's a way to get around putting tier 4s into that particular ability. Then let's just go for this. Toot toot, everyone liked that when I said that last time, so there we go, there's a horn. Amazing animation, that one. Wow. It's a bit like Thanos taking on Hulk, to be honest, in, let's see, Infinity War. So at the start here, yeah, I reckon we go for this at the start. There's a barrier. Incredible, 30,000 barrier on everyone. Absolutely amazing. We're getting all our assists via Mr. Fantastic as well. Let's just go for this one, get the free attacks hopefully. Blocked both of them and I only got the 2. There's an assist though, you get the bleed on the assist, so that's good. Okay, now let's see, if we go for this time, we'll have a fence up for the next turn for the ultimate, which hits for a fair amount of damage. Let's see if he blocks it. Nope, didn't block. A lot of extra attacks going on here with the way the barrier works on Sue and Mr. Fantastic, and then Thing as well, I suppose. He's getting a form of counter attack as well. Just so many. So we're clearing the negative effects, we're applying the stealth. Let's see who it goes on. Okay, so there we go. So there's a really weak character, or a character that doesn't have a lot of health, that's not actually been stealthed up here, and a character we need to protect, the Shield Operator, that's not been protected either, so you really need to max out that special there, otherwise it just doesn't work right. Some instances it may actually leave you open and make it a worse situation, to be honest. You could end up, yeah, it's not a fan of it how it is set up at the moment. You could end up giving yourself more trouble with it actually. Obviously it's fixed via getting your tier 4s, but I'd rather skills didn't feel like that. Here we go for the ultimate with a fence up. That was nice. Great animation in that as well. Very similar to Marvel Heroes Omega with the big flaming 4. So I reckon we're taking him out no problem. A lot of additional damage being done here with all the assists. Just so many. There we go, there's more barrier for her again. They're going to be a really tricky team to take down, although in war I think everyone will be running them in offense. There we go. Probably going to be needed to take down Coulson and Shield actually, I reckon. So it's almost done. Wow, that was nice there at the end, what a punch. So there we go, that is Invisible Woman Sue Storm. So I hope this video has been interesting enough. If you enjoyed it, take the time to hit the like button, hit the share button, and thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.